Next up is ventilation systems. If you're not familiar with ventilation systems, you should hover over this note here and read about all the different ventilation system types. You can also go online and download for free the BC Building Code section 9.32. This is ventilation systems. It tells you all about what's allowed and how it's done. If we have a ventilation system with a fresh air supply intake duct, which we see in existing homes and is also something that's allowed in new homes, you can hover over this note here to understand how to account for that. If you're going to be doing lots of homes with ventilation systems and you need to have a better understanding of ventilation systems, you could also take the TECA ventilation course. The first thing we need to do is select what system we have from this drop-down menu. So if we go to the in-class example, we can see that the ventilation system is described here. We have an HRV with dedicated supply ductwork. So I'm going to choose HRV, dedicated ventilation ductwork. I've got 55 CFM for exhaust and supply. So I'm going to type 55, 55. The ASE is the apparent sensible effectiveness, which is 64. ATRE, adjusted total recovery efficiency, they don't actually give us. They give us SRE, sensible recovery effectiveness, or sensible recovery efficiency, one of the two. But they don't give us this. And as we can read in the hover note here, if they don't give it to us, we just leave it as blank. You could also enter 0 here. You can do either one. This is how we define the ventilation system in the TECA calculator. Also note here, we provide some resources for you. These are for reference only. Nothing that you see here is going to have an effect on the numbers in the project. We just provide to you these BC Building Code tables as well as other ventilation system information from ASHRAE, from CSA F326, and even from the National Building Code. In BC, we have this table based on floor area and number of bedrooms. We give you an imperial and a metric table here as reference so that you can define a ventilation system. Obviously, the best case scenario is to know the ventilation system that will be going into a home, if there is one. If not, you may have to assume it, and this table can help you do that. Many existing homes have no ventilation system. This is not uncommon, so don't be worried if you can't find a ventilation system in a house. You can leave it selected as none.